Right, so I have never played Dead Cells. I know nothing about it. I saw that it's early access, so I've heard that it's a very good game, and maybe we should wait for it to be finished before we beat it. I'm sure the beginning part of the game will change the least. That's usually what folks focus on. The graphics look really cool just from this opening screen and from the title screen when I went in to test audio earlier. And y'all can't see that yet because I haven't hit check. You should be able to see it now, though. There we go. Yeah, so don't panic. Dead Cells is in early access. This means there'll be bugs, hopefully not too many. Some will be funny, others won't, like losing your save in a crash. The important part is that you have fun playing the game. Get to work adding new content and fixing problems. Sounds good. I know it's a good game. Controller. Activate vibration, use the D-pad to move. I do tend to prefer D-pad for movement over analog stick. Okay. Flashes off. Yeah. Wolfenstein was really good. Diet? Castlevania-esque. Oh, so it's like mostly like turkeys? I think I'll keep it on carnivore. That's kind of cool to give you that option. Show tutorial, show roll cooldown feedback. Yes, please. I love feedback. Will intelligently stop a roll if it would have taken you off a platform. Display an exclamation point when an enemy's about to strike. I've heard this game is somewhat Dark Souls-y as well. Although I don't know what comparing a game to Dark Souls even means anymore. Sound is good. Okay. Daily run. Huh. I don't even know what genre this game is, if it's platforming. This game looks super good. I didn't realize the sprites were kind of 3D. It's really pretty looking. Oh, and it feels super responsive too. I got a double jump. It's a very light jump. I can do a ground pound. Got some triggers. B is roll. Wonder why they did early access for this, just for additional funding to finish the game. Usually associate early access, not with single-player experiences like this one. Hello. Wouldn't have me the headless chap now, would you? Alright, silent protagonist. Communicates via charades. It's like Mario RPG. It's more Bloodborne than Dark Souls. Oh, let me hit the counter hit. Sorry. Find yourself here. I caught it. Thanks, Cass. No longer die. Okay, it's very similar opening to Dark Souls. I respawn, basically, is what he's telling me. Beginner's Bow 1. Oh, does this have like a Diablo-style ammo system? Maybe not. Maybe there's a finite number of upgrades. Good old wooden shield. Reduce damage. Parry at the right time to cancel damage. Oh, okay. I don't think I'm going to be blocking much. Now I have limited ammo. Oh no, I have a cooldown on ammo. That's much better. That's my preferred way of doing that. Ooh, the combat feels really fluid in this game. The art's really nice. Got a lot of good feedback. Typical slide through the ground. Rolling feels good. Arrows stick while they're out. But it's not a limited ammo system. That's the right way to do that sort of thing in games, I feel like. Cooldown is preferable to limited stock. They kind of achieve the same function. Malachite, probably fake. From the trigger, force on the buying of 250 gold. Yeah, I like the feedback on enemies' health bars. Is pretty nice. This is gonna be rough. I'm gonna want to keep playing this when I'm done with it. Shit. next voting spreadsheet game is going to be. Kind of want to wait for it to be finished. But is it a complete game in early access, or does that just mean that it's a little buggy? Not that there's fundamental stuff that's missing. Oh man, there's Castlevania secrets? I really like this game. Okay. Climb back up, make sure I didn't miss any other wall secrets. Yeah. What did they change? Oh, did it used to have limited ammo? Oh, it's not complete. Oh god. Alright, well I guess that'll be a reason to wait. This is the most up my alley game I've played in a long time. Maybe since Dark Souls 1. Your stats to improve. Vitality, damage for... Ooh, equipment's classified by color. That's interesting. So what's the difference? I guess red equipment tends to be melee. Violet equipment tends to be ranged, and green equipment tends to be something I haven't unlocked yet. Change how ranged ammo works. I see. Could take the point in the thing that I don't have yet. Maybe that's more healing related. No, not during this sublog, what I'm talking about, wanting to play it independently later. Upgrade the thing I can't use. Screens like magic? Yeah. Give me a more Persona-like game. Okay. Hey. Stuff is too good for you, scram. Oh, green is like shields and shit, the thing I explicitly didn't take at the beginning of the game. Alright, that's okay. I can always put future points in different stuff. I just played suboptimally. No big deal. Scroll power. Let's focus on melee for now. $1,000 coins to open the door. Sure. Ice grenade. Right on. So that counts as a violet item. Now, do I have a finite number of those? There's a little X in the corner, but I can't tell if it's limited usage. Suboptimal, I know. Gotta restart. Promenade of the Condemned. They have a cooldown. They don't have a limited use. Okay, cool. It's one thing I don't like about Dark Souls. You have all these interesting consumable items, but you don't want to use them because they're consumable. If they worked more like the Estus Flask, where you had fewer of them, but they regenerated at a bonfire, then that'd be cool. Exchange for the cells you pillage from your foes. Okay, souls. Blueprints with more. Gotcha. 5 souls left. Health flask. You all own a health flask you can use at any time. Random loot. Interesting. Gotcha. There was already something invested. Permanent improvement. Oh, cool. It even has a cool, super gamified... Okay. Permanent improvement system. Big fan. And then that has a cooldown before I can use it again. Brilliant. Store one. Oh, I have to spend all my cells. Nice. Conserving gold when you die. I should probably put points in that, but I won't. Store items that you find on the ground are in chests into gold. Okay. So I have limited inventory space in this game. I guess this is cheap enough that it's correct to invest in it now. Hello, Mr. Prisoner. It's a great pile of stinking corpses. Set your mutations. HP when you kill an enemy. Saves you once if you meet a premature end. Oh, that's cool. It's just on my character? Nice. And I can just... That's like a build that I can trade out whenever, basically. Oh, I didn't know this game was roguelike. Right on. Yeah, I love modern roguelike progression. Like, you still have the feel of doing a run, but then you're always making some amount of progress, which is great. Right. Mutations reset each run. Alright, I didn't know this word. We use the word run in this game. I'm now much more concerned for my livelihood. My safety, I should say. Hey, good secrets. Assassin's Dagger. Blueprints carry over as well. I guess everything probably does, right? That's the sound. Wow. Good sound design. I thought there was someone knocking at my door. I was really worried that wasn't going to work. Need to turn in a blueprint. Am I allowed to go back to turn it in right now? That guy hurts. Scroll of the Assassin allows you to improve brutality. Oh, clever. Only one choice. I'm guessing these upgrades only last through one run. Do I only get one heal per run, too, until I get back to a room? I thought it was a seconds cooldown, so I used it sooner than I would under other circumstances. Oh, shit. Let's see. I have the mutation in. And you get less bonus health. That's a clever system, so there's an advantage to spreading out your upgrades. One heal per level. Okay. I like an Estus flask. Now, is my right trigger item also like an Estus flask that it regenerates at the end of the level, but I only get one use until then? Shit. Shit. Arrow stuck an enemy. Ah, I see. The enemy has to die, so I can't just abuse it. I understand. Spartan sandals. Triggers are just a normal cooldown. Okay, so I could have thrown a bomb down there. Good to know. See my build in the corner. Teleporter. Oh, so this is randomly generated. I see a little seed code at the top. Right on. Guessing I can't go back after the progress I've already made, but I'll give it a try. Nope. Worth checking. Oh, do I need a number of points unlocked to be able to use my mutation power? I think it's already working. I think I've seen it work already. To send this back up like a Dark Souls game. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. I get there with a certain speed. Right on. Oh, it heals for more if I have more points in that? Alright, then I wasn't suboptimal by putting points in green earlier. That's very exciting. Right on. So the thing that lets me sell stuff for 15% of its sale price, that would be like if I found something that uses up one of the slots I already have, like a weapon, and I choose not to take it, that I could sell it in the field. Totally put something there. Or on the other side of the spikes on the left there. Don't bother checking though. Hey! Sorry, I'm broke. Alright, so I can teleport to get out. Kind of want to see if there's something on that wall beneath those spikes. I don't know how authored that is, though. Whether they actually build stuff into it. Gotcha. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Oh, shit. That's bad. Hey, I gotta sell. Neat. Looks like there's something in the floor here. Does that mean I need to have an ability that I don't currently have to interact with this? I can't attack it. Definitely looks like there's a design in the floor. Maybe I need to hit it from higher up. You don't take fall damage in this game, right? Need an ability. Oh, that's cool. Metroidvania, roguelike. Pretty neat. These guys are the really dangerous enemies. So they get like a dizzy symbol over their head. How does that work? They, like, when they take damage the first time or something, there's a chance to stun them with different weapons? I think I need a heart rate monitor for this game, for sure. Certain number of hits staggers, so it's like Bloodborne stagger rules, I think. I'm following it correctly. Ooh, that's not good. Is it a thing that protects him occasionally? Might be that it just keeps him from dying. Oh, okay, no, it's temporary protection. Neat. I like the whole, there are certain areas that are only accessible... Oops. Only accessible if you reach them in a certain amount of time as well. So you can't be... If you want to get all the secrets, you can't be too turtly. It's very clever. Oh, looks like there's something to get down there, I guess not. Kratos here. Naruto running. This might be another one of those things. That looks bad. I think I can get up there anyway. Is this thing bad? Is this going to damage me? Oh, tickle. Maybe it's something I'll get access to later. Interesting. Metroidvania-like powers. Another ability unlock. Okay. Gotcha. Ooh. Out of ammo. Okay. Heal. Percentage health. Gotcha. It's fine, nothing is ruined. It's your green slimy pal. Shiny rock. I love the art style too. This is worth money. Art sells. Need to make that go away. It's very bad. Shit. Whew. I can roll in midair. Okay, that's good to know. Come here, dude. I gotta put on the heart rate monitor for this game. It'll take me too long to set it up, though. I don't even have it plugged in, so I won't do it today. But next time I play it, holy crap. Yeah. Get this guy's attention. This guy's and another one. Okay, that's what happened. Whew. I'm not using my right trigger ability because I'm concerned about the cooldown. Can it hurt myself? Okay, so I don't take damage from long falls, but I do get stunned. Still can't use that. I can see that being very bad, especially for the ranged enemies, right? Bloodsword. Rare blueprint, knife store. Somewhat randomized loot, that's pretty cool. I like that not everything drops cells either. You're incentivized to try to kill everything. Just hoping that would be like a hot springs. If I press escape, I see my item's abilities and cooldowns. Ice grenade. 18-second recharge time. Gotcha. Okay. Prisoner's collar. Can't be sold. Blueprints. Run info. Okay. Whew. Cutting it close. I thought I saw a thing here. Open. Is there anything that marks a door as being openable like that in the background? MGS2, right? Interesting. So there's little things like that all throughout the game world. Maybe have a purpose later. They're obvious. I don't think that door stands out. The one over here doesn't particularly stand out compared to other ones. The door's behind me here. Just a cool thing you can do. Okay. Oh, it might just not be fully integrated yet. Gotcha. Now I know that I can reach dead ends. Gardener's key. Oh, interesting. Okay. Cannot be opened from this side. It doesn't seem like the kind of jump that I can make. My double jump is a little bit too wimpy. Doesn't look like I can look down. I feel like I'm gonna die from dropping down at some point in this game. Oh shit, I pressed the wrong button for dodge. Shit. Gotcha. Whew. I understand what was happening better at the end there. Thought maybe there were a limited number of ads. Vine Rune. This rune permanently gives you the ability to grow climbable vines. Sweet. So I do that even if I end the run?
First try.
That's pretty rad. From these things. Oh. So they're basically progression objects. What a cool way to teach me that. Rock on. I ended up taking way more damage in that fight than I would like to, but it's okay. Shit happens. Let me go back to that one I left behind if I can find it. To use a teleporter to get there. This is the one I couldn't access. Shows me where the garden key is. Interesting. I think this is it. You have to finish the level. Okay. Gotcha. Once you find it, you just have it. Gotcha. Throwing knife 3. Ammo 8 causes bleeding. Damage was 25%. Targets the closest enemy. Let's see. This is where I could sell the beginner's bow. That's pretty cool that you've got secret loot like that. Goes there. It is a huge upgrade, yeah. Don't want to lose it now. Minotaur scroll. Brutality or survival. I love when they're giving you those sorts of choices, you know? I think I want to focus on survival now, that I understand how it works and it affects my health recovery mutation. Okay, so at some point, I'm probably going to get a wall jump power. Now, when I got the health improvement from that scroll, it increased my current health by the amount my maximum health went up, right? Someone's ringing the doorbell. I'll be right back. Sorry, I'm back. It was our neighbor bringing us mail that was brought to us by mistake. Oh, there's like a rose thing up there. Those shield things are a very clever way to increase the difficulty of the game. Give you a choice you have to make to deal with them. I wish I could get up and get that rose. Yeah, the HVAC stuff got finished, but it got finished in late fall, so I won't know for sure if it's working until it's an elite one of those guys. Good God. I won't know until this summer when it gets hot again, unfortunately. Shit, I thought that guy was still stunned. Whew. Still can't use this. Uses health such as your percent stays the same. I see. attack through walls. These guys must have modified detection algorithms so they can see me through walls. I don't think all the other enemies can. I do want to kill that elite guy, but not when I'm this low on health, especially with that particular enemy type being so difficult. Sure. Frost Blast. Oh, interesting. So I wasted money by coming in here. But if I have this equipped, then I receive double damage. Yeah, no, I'm good. Alright, well now I know. Could I tell that it was purple from a distance? Is that what that aura around it means? So I could decide whether I want to risk it? I guess I don't know what slot it is, because my bomb is also purple. I guess you just learn what the upgrades are after a while. Ask if I could climb stuff while jumping at it. Looks like the answer is yes. You learn by sight what stuff does. Gotcha. Okay, good. So how does stagger work? Is there like a stagger value for every enemy and a stagger value for every weapon in the game, like Dark Souls? I feel like I've been staggered by enemies before, but I wasn't super sure what caused it. Okay, these guys die in one hit. The bats freak me out, man. I keep thinking it's a bad thing. Finally. It's a long hallway. Now, does this mean I'm at the end of a level and I'm going to get a chance to swap stuff out? I want to make sure that if I go through there, I can still come back out and explore. For an answer, I guess. That's the exit. Let me just check what's down this way. There's a name over the door at the end of the level. Okay. Imagine that's not always true. You're constantly attacking an enemy, then you're safe. Ah, okay. So over here is just a progression thing that I haven't unlocked yet. Gotcha. It's a cool way to tell you that's what those are. Cool beans. I love that they force you to spend all of your dead cells, or your cells. So where did these new powers come from? Are these based on items that I found or unlocked? Hide obsolete entries. Oh. Ones that I've already unlocked. Or that I can't unlock yet because they're part of a tree. I understand. Okay. Causes bleeding. These are things that I can invest in buying. Oh, there's blueprints. Interesting. Okay, so these are the things that I bought up that now I can spend cells on buying. Now, if I buy them, is that a permanent upgrade? I can always start with that if I choose to. Melee weapon is a Spartan sandals. I could see Bloodsword being good to, like, hit and run. Let's see. Finish getting this. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want. Definitely want the 2 charges of Health Flask. I know. Mutations. Oh, so my mutation stack as I survive consecutive levels. That's pretty cool. But I have to... If I pick this one, it's the only thing I get. I can't take it now? Okay, right on. I don't know about this damage per second after killing an enemy. That sounds... It's gonna make me behave in not a safe way, you know? Double ammunition. Ammunition hasn't seemed to have been a problem so far. Cooldown delay probably wouldn't be. I'd probably use this most likely. Neat. Refill my Estus flasks. And I get a full heal. Okay, I was about to ask about that. Cool. I think I need to put all my points into getting as many Estus flasks as I possibly can. You get better at the game, you can afford to be more aggressive. Right. Makes sense. I'm guessing the damage bonus from that is high enough that if you're aggressive, it can deal with a lot of problems. Is that a good offense is the best defense thing? Now, can you die due to falling in this game? Is that possible? Or is that just an area down there that'll make me get staggered if I fall down it? You have to choose the heart the first time to get the heart? Okay. Right on. So I'll have to play more of it, and I hope the game gets finished, because it's hard to say this about an unfinished game. If you fall into an endless pit, you get teleported back up and take some damage. Okay, thanks. Is there a way to know if a pit's bottomless? It doesn't look like they have any of the nice Shovel Knight, or I guess it was Shantae that did it, right? With little floating skulls to say, hey, this is bad, not progress. Mage enemy. But I can't really abuse waiting on cooldowns constantly, because if I try to do that, then there's some doors I won't be able to open for moving through the game too slow. It's very quick. Can't see a way back up. It's bottomless. Really? Okay. So you'll never do a leap of faith in this game, basically? These mages aren't as bad as I thought they were going to be first time I saw them. I like how they taught me about the secrets in the walls in that is the first stage, like, oh, what the heck was that? Is the first stage a set design to teach you things, maybe? Oh, it must have been the teleporter. All the doors are shut. Whoa. Bear Trap 4 launches 2 traps which immobilize enemies for 6.5 seconds. Interesting. Ah, okay. Traps are green. Gotcha. It was also random. Right on. It's a little early to say it because the game's still in... I've only played it for 36 minutes and it's still in early access, but this might be my favorite roguelike game conceptually. I really like combining it with the Metroidvania elements. It feels much more polished and clean than Rogue Legacy, which is also a very cool game. The levels feel more authored, if that makes sense. I'm sure after playing it for longer, I'll kind of get the Dead Cells vision, where I'm like, okay, this is this tile set. So that's a bottomless pit because I can't see somewhere I can land on. Okay. Gotcha. So items are dual colored. I'll take the damage bonus to the higher ranked color. So that one's a little purple, but mostly green by the look of the square. So I didn't get here fast enough. 17 minutes ago. Oh, it's my overall runtime. It's not per stage. That's cool. Center for playing fast. Shit. But I guess you don't know what those are going to be before you get to them, so... He's starting to get more health. That's worrisome. Oof, shit. Didn't see that guy charging. Crap. It's okay. Could be worse. I have 3 stats. Should try out my bear claw at some point so that I can go in this menu to see the cooldown on it. 14 seconds. Oh, you put a ton of points into purple. Interesting. So the highest level that you've invested in. Gotcha. I understand. It tries to give you the best possible bonus. Chromatic Aberration when you teleport. It's a good use of it. I feel like I like Chromatic Aberration when it's used for temporary effects. I just don't like when it's always on, like in Bloodborne. Anything is for sale. It's the one I already have. Shit. Rolled in the wrong direction. You get that 5 healing per kill. Okay, everything's fine, nothing is ruined. Now, since I kind of activate those teleporters from, I don't have to be like right in melee range against them. Does that mean that I could technically walk back to the previous teleporter and maybe get past an enemy that way? I mean, I don't have to do that ever, but wondering if that's a thing. Oh, shit. Sure, I should be using my bear trap here, my other cooldown. That's a way to not have to worry about one of the enemies that I'm up against. Gotcha. Rare blueprint for a quick fire turret. Okay. Technically activated over near a wall and walk to the last teleport to it. Yeah, I'm just curious if it's possible, that's all. But it really doesn't register until I get close enough. Gotcha. Very nice. Ooh, shit. Did I just jump into my own trap? That's really bad. Now, is my Estus Flask a full heal, or is it like a percentage of my health? I must have just got hit by him while I was trying to set the trap. Or is the heal full heal? Okay, so the enemy jumped into the trap and hit me in the process, or the enemy triggered the trap and the trigger animation is friendly fire? 60%, okay, because I want to try to preserve it as long as humanly possible. Shit. Try doing it now. You have to wait. Okay, so that was not wasting any healing. Yep, it is blind. are gone, but those ones have basically replaced them. Okay, so that didn't get me in trouble. Come on, guys. You know you want to. Come on. Come on. You know you want to. There we go. I was making sure I updated the stream title there. No worries. You're good. Ah, I can roll through those. I didn't know that. Let's do brutality. Actually, let's do tactics. I want the extra health here. Oh, I can't use that when they're shielding. That makes sense. I threw off my rhythm this whole encounter. Okay. Oh, shit. Ooh, that wizard's getting me bad over here. There's way too many of these flying enemies. Blueprint receives support. Let me chill for a second. Cool. Shit, I meant to drop that. Drop down and do that? Oh, I'm gonna get so screwed. Whenever I predict something to happen and it doesn't happen, I start making really stupid mistakes. Going great for me right now. Phew. Okay. Chill out. Everything's fine. Nothing is ruined. It's about to be, though. I'm not careful. Forgot I have a ranged weapon, too. Had that the whole game and I haven't been using it. And it homes in on enemies. Puts a little bleed on them. It's a really nice blade too. I'm gonna use that more. Shit. Can't let that guy's tackle hit me. It's very, 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 very bad. Bloody shield. Rear So how does bleed work? You can't stack bleed multiple times. Like once it starts, if you hit them a second time, they're not getting 2 stacks of bleed. Knocking just for fun. My flask is great out there in the corner, fortunately. Shit. I keep wanting right trigger to be roll. It's totally not. Oh, they do get stacks of bleed. Okay, gotcha. See it. Shit. Bad roll timing there. This is gonna be over soon. There's no way I can beat a boss. I can only take one more hit. I'm basically dead. Oh. No, I'm taking it. Let's go. Yeah, this is a great way to be like, hey, you should totally play this game once it becomes fully launched. Quick fire turret, blood shield, support. 60 damage per second while you're nearby a deployed skill. That's a neat concept. Cause bleeding when you block. I don't have enough to get this yet, but I want to get it as soon as possible, so I'm gonna go ahead and dump. Let's do the cooldown reduction. Oh, you get to have it forever? I guess that makes sense. Yeah, this is pretty cheap if I recall. Was it $15? I like it a lot so far. Finally, a moment of rest. Achievement unlocked. Oh, boss fight. Sweet. Arrow's stuck in him. It just takes longer for me to get it back. When he roars like that. It's gonna take forever at this rate. Shit. I don't really understand what caused that to behave the way it did. More careful. Shit. We got new abilities. Shit. Gotta learn his tell for that. Shit. I'm gonna watch for him to cast that. Ooh! Bummer. Body desecrated. Whew. That was a cool boss fight. I really do need a heart rate monitor, and I apparently need a weapon that does more damage. I probably could have won that, but... Oh, cool. Yeah, he got a new ability there when he jumped at me. Everything seems different each time. This trend of, in lieu of voice acting, having everyone talk like an Animal Crossing character. Let's go ahead and keep this guy. That was super fun, though. Now, is progress toward unlocking something saved, like dead cells or spells spent? Or only things that are actually unlocked? Because I was like a few away from unlocking the second health potion. It would be a bummer if those were gone. Progress is saved. Okay, awesome. Remember that that's there for later. In the between level space is saved. Okay, gotcha. Now I've dropped, I can't get back up. Oh wait, no, there's a climbing thing there. Really? Mutations wouldn't be, right? That makes sense. That's part of your build. It's progressing over time, but... I think this game's amazing. So far, it's my favorite, roguelike that I've played, just conceptually. I hope it gets finished and remains as good as it appears so far. We'll die against the vine guy. Sweet. Blocking the door. Now, why wouldn't I pick up the ammo for this? It's interesting that they give me the... I guess to make sure that I interact with it. So. Okay, killing enemies open this door over here. Let's see. I thought I could have won against that boss. I made a lot of early mistakes against him. Basically, whenever he learned a new ability... I wasn't expecting him to change abilities, which is stupid. And then whenever he got a new one, I took too many cycles to figure out how to dodge it. To get that bear trap back. I am happy to be blind. I enjoy games best when I know nothing about them. Fine, for any game, no matter how rad it is, the experience is at its best when you have all that uncertainty about where it's going to go next, decisions it's going to make. Stuff is too good for you. Alright, I mean, I guess I could go back and explore more, but it looks like the clock persists between levels, so if I wanted to try to find some of those... what were they? Hourglass doors. Infantry bow. You know me. So I have to take this now if I want it. And then it persists forever if I take it now? I guess they're saying, do you try to get further in the early parts of the run? I guess I'll take it. I want the 3 HP when I kill an enemy, but I'll take it next time. If you go to games.marstead.com, you can see a list of the games I've played so far. I'm trying to beat every awesome game. And typically we have voters will choose the games that I play. They'll vote for games using commands. Someone could vote for their chosen game now to demonstrate. Play some games from the voting spreadsheet. People who subscribe can recommend a game, which is what I'm playing right now. This is Leon's recommended game. Hey. Whoops. Does this game have extreme falling damage? Like if I had dropped there, would I have been dead for sure? Still can't use that. I would advise against it if you're young, because there's some Twitch rules about that. But it's nice to have you all the same. I haven't seen an elite just hanging out in the middle of the map before. Elites always summon ads, so you can't over cheese them, I feel like. So what's going on with that? Whoa, what the hell happened with that? You just get buffer for being alive too long or something? I'm trying to take my time and fight from a distance. You like used some super move and got stronger, it looked like. Topaz Amulet. Equip one amulet at a time when they're powerful. Brutality 1, all damage taken minus 10%. That's pretty sweet, and that replaces my prisoner's collar. Sweet! That's fine. Nice to meet you. There's an achievement for having an elevator drop on you. That's funny. Two minutes ago, man. So you gotta be fast to get to the speedrun doors. It's nice that that just exists, though, as another way to reward different playstyles. I'm missing my healing per kill. Definitely going to take it on the next stage. Those are the upgrades I'm most excited about, for sure. Now, did the other throwing knife I have throw 2 knives? Was it just a slightly higher level version of the same weapon? Or was it special power? So finding an item that you use immediately in the game world is not the same as getting a blueprint, right? Like, those are just temporary for that run, but if you get a blueprint, then you could potentially start with that? Or does it just make it so that item becomes available to be found in the world? Like, Binding of Isaac. Ooh, nice. Well, enemies can take falling damage. That's good. Or a little version of the same weapon. Hey, Cappy. How you doing? Yeah, if you... Did you want to keep it at, Alright, use my words here. Shit. Xeno Saga, Cappy. Shield, shit. Should have gone down there. I didn't notice it down there. This guy's teleporting is very, very bad. Shit. It's coming from up there, isn't it? I'm doing so much worse now. Oh, I've got healing though. I'm gonna use it. Kill this guy first, I guess. Okay. Whew. Finish murdering everybody over here, just in case any of them have cells for me to pick up. Yeah, I wasn't sure if you wanted to change. Okay, right on. Shoot me a Discord DM. You should still have access to edit it directly, but if not, just shoot me a DM and I can fix it. Okay. So, throwing knife is amazing for those flying enemies. I don't really have to think about them. Just toss it and they're fine. Yeah, because they tend to have lower health. Shit. Too close. Playing Pong. 7-hour Pong subblock. The next thing I'm curious about is whether I've essentially made permanent progression by getting the Vine power that I don't have to fight the boss that awarded it to me. Deers aren't too bad. Shit. Those are a really smart way to make the game more challenging, keeping the same enemies. You have to make the decision, do I try to fight them? Soulsborne is most like this. It's got elements of both. I like that it's just the straight Estus Flask system. For this kind of game, I think the Estus Flask is correct as a healing ability. Other than that, I'd normally say I prefer Hollow Knight's model, but it's especially cool in this game. It makes it much more dangerous. Throwing Knife 3. So that's the better version of the one that I had. Damage for a second. Fires an arrow behind you. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't realize that there was like a special effect on it. Nearby enemies will get to bleed too. Neat. That's cool. Yeah, so there's a random effect on this side. So the random effect before that I was firing 2 of them. The other one was shooting an arrow behind me that I didn't even notice. I didn't know it was random. That's pretty neat. I definitely want to get that upgrade that lets me sell items for some gold. so I'm not completely wasting them in those cases. Talk about the design space. Not a lot. Balls can bounce. I really like that the amount of health upgrade you get is less the more you try to focus on a single upgrade. It's a clever way to balance that. They really make the drops exciting to find, too. You guys permanently on top of my ass now. But I'm guessing he can't get affected by the shield if I lure him far away. Haha, I hear you, Cappy. Most of my viewers came in from RPGs, right? So how does the whole getting stuck in an enemy feature actually work? Like, does it mean that I have to go back to them to recover the item? Because I think the boss that one got stuck in actually dropped it at some point. These are rotating in a different direction than they were last time. So it seems like there's a little bit more authorial intent in this game than in a lot of other roguelikes. Like, it seems the level follows a certain basic pattern, and there's some randomness in the elements in those areas. But like, here's the area with traps, and like the way the traps behave is going to be different each time. It's pretty cool. Ouch. Those things probably can't bleed, right? Doesn't make any sense. Oh, they can take damage from spikes. That's pretty awesome. Not expecting that. I've never played Risk of Rain. Is it good? Is it also a roguelike? Right. Enemies taking falling damage. I've heard Risk of Rain's soundtrack. I use it for my D&D campaign at one point. That's good. I'm glad I still have a penalty for falling. So you still gotta be a little careful. With this, I feel like I got like a speed boost all of a sudden. Oh, and then it slowed down. Is that like when you kill stuff? That must be what those 3 red arrows are. Kill a certain number of things in quick succession, you can move a little bit faster. Oh, this is like another level that I can't get to yet because I don't have wall jumping. Cool. That's such a neat... Using Metroidvania unlocks for stage progression in a roguelike is very clever, especially when it seems to be that the level design is a little bit more authored. But I tend to prefer authored content to procedurally generated content. Like, this adds a lot of replayability to the game, but it also doesn't feel like bereft of vision. More incentives to go fast. That's awesome. Let's roll the assassin. I guess go ahead and take brutality now. I'm stuck in it. It's okay. Guessing the big thing with ranged weapons is that they probably don't ever stagger. That's the benefit of melee. A benefit of melee. Don't have my grenade this time, which is a bummer. Nice. So he blew up, inflicting bleed on the other guy. And what caused their lengthy stun there? Was it the door slamming in their face? That bleed's pretty good. This is the exit. I don't think there was anything off to the right last time. Destroying a door next to mobs stuns them. Gotcha. Oh, I forgot to heal during that boss fight, didn't I? Wow. I may have beaten him if I had done that. I completely forgot that I had the power to do that. 2 charges. Unlock 8 more items. Okay. I'm glad they did that, because otherwise I would feel like I'd have to pump everything into Health Flask until I had all of them. So I'm gonna basically do that by pumping into the cheapest upgrades. It's good design. I want this recycling skill. I guess I'll go ahead and grab it. I guess I'm killing everything? 4 more items. Now these will just be in this room going forward, is that how this works? 89 damage. Recover 1% of your life with each melee attack, but take 2.5 damage. Huh. So is this only a temporary upgrade? Oh, so they're not going to count towards the permanent unlock. I see. Okay, I got you. I think I want this. This rewards me for playing well, but the 2.5 damage is also very much punishes me for not playing well. More damage per second. Cool. Get my healing. Okay, pick up 1 that time. Gotcha. Ah, this swing's a little bit slower. Good to know. So that's why it shows me the DPS. I guess it can't really show you the font of this game reminds me of Terraria. All the bleeds. So otherwise, these items wouldn't appear in the game world. Uh-oh, I might be getting a crash here. Okay. Look like a crash. Yeah, I think I need to stick to faster weapons. See how I do with this, but... Shit. Well... Oh my god, that was a really bad decision. Alright. Do not take the thing that makes you take 2.5x damage. Good lord. I guess as long as I can stay alive for a while after that, it's actually quite good. 1% of my health is way better than the on-kill bonus. Especially since it's per swing, not per kill. Okay. So this is the make 1 mistake and then make it up item. So interesting. Go. Restore 50% HP. I don't need it now, but I can come back here later. I gotta teleport to get back to it. Okay. Yeah, wall chicken, right? One of the options in this game, you can set your diet preference, so you can make it... Shit, well, now I need that chicken. Jeez. I probably shouldn't use this while I'm still new to the game. It's good if you make one mistake, but I tend to make multiple mistakes in a row when I screw up. One of the diet settings is Castlevania-esque, so it's only ever wall chicken. Ouch. Slow attack speeds get me too. I'm gonna die before I finish the stage. Now I'm like, I feel like I need to swing with the slower sword. Right? To be able to get the healing. Whew. Should probably suck it up and just heal. Man, sucking real bad. Go back to my slow weapon. I get that 5 HP when I kill an enemy. So what would this have been? 9 minutes, wow. I'm gonna have that classic, I have this problem in every Souls game where my first time through an area I'm super duper careful, and then the subsequent times I have false confidence. And the hubris gets me killed. Looks like they stagger pretty fast at least. Oh, yeah, I didn't think he was gonna get me from there. Or him. Oh, he blew up. That's nice. Ammo stuck in this enemy. That double damage thing is getting me my ass kicked right now. Whew. Well. What is the Igdor Oris Elox? YOLO or not? Here's my one revive. Shit, I'm so fucked right now. Nope. That's the end of that. Alright, let's not use that blood sword ever again. Let's use the faster weapon that we start with. No, that's okay. Latin gibberish invented to make the acronym YOLO. That's funny. Cool. Dead man's purse. Oh, what's all this stuff? Oh, this is like a summarizing what I've unlocked so far. So this is just telling me that this stuff is the things that I've unlocked, but it doesn't actually... It's not things that I can take, I guess. Okay. I love you can reach from this first area. I know what you've done. Killing things. Oh, this is cool. Biomes reach monsters that have killed you. I got killed by a flying biter. Cannot be opened. The timer only starts counting once I get out of that room. Let me see. trap. It's very exciting. What's this? Twin daggers. Looks critical on the third consecutive hit. 50% damage when health is maximum. I'll take it. Yeah, I see what you mean about all the skills feeling different. It's cool. Weapons, I should say. So what's the main content that they've finished in this game so far? Do they basically have all of the weapons and abilities done? Toxic sewers. But they're still adding... I guess I couldn't have gotten to the toxic sewers without the upgrade, huh? They're still adding levels, or they're just adding everything still. It's not anywhere near done. In between levels and shops and chests. Oh. Wonder if I can do a tech thing when I land to stop from getting stunned. Try it next time. Cannot be used to parry. 3 more items. Yeah, okay. Oh, maybe never mind. Wait, fires an arrow in front of me? Really? Well, maybe if it does that. Probably not as good as my bow. That's kind of cool, though. Can it be sold? Meant to try to tech, and I forgot. Restored. Mutations were in the latest update. Okay, that's cool. I like mutations, it's neat. Oh, okay, good to know. Mutations kind of give you that you're progressively getting really powerful over the course of a playthrough feel. I guess you can also get from items. It's passive. Probably should have spent more time in the beginning area trying to get more of the health upgrades and stuff. Bring it to me now. Okay. Ooh. I had 16 seconds left. Oh, that's cool. Right on. Speedy Gonzalez. That's pretty awesome. If I had the... Oh, I can climb the pipes. Bunch of bonus cells. Right on. So it's kind of making up for me not getting cells and other upgrades. It's cutting it pretty close there, too. Whoa! Gnarly. I have to hold it out for a second. It doesn't shoot out as fast as I thought it would. Shit. You know. Oh, shit. God, the poison on that is brutal. Okay. Now I know how to deal with them at least. I can climb these, okay. It's gonna take me a while to remember I can do that. Is the shield generally helping me to avoid damage even when I'm not actively using it? Because I feel like I'm seeing this thing pop up around me occasionally. red like shield aura. I didn't get that until I picked up the shield. Floor slam stuns. Not as much stun as I wanted. Bad. Oh! Okay, that happens. Good to know. Waste the rest of my Estus flask. I guess I'm not wasting, but... Absorption. How does that work under? There's a parry. Parry just negates all the damage, right? Shit. Gotcha. Slow's got the surprise enemy, so I can't get away with just planning out my progression through the stage. I have to be ready for enemies to spawn in every single area. I'm super gonna die in this level. New weapon. Now, do I have blood dropping off of me because I'm low health? That's a nice little effect. This game feels pretty polished so far. I haven't really noticed any bugs yet. No, I'd have to have the Rune probably. I like that it displays the seed on the screen, so if you're watching somebody play, you can go check it out yourself. Electric Whip. Targets the closest enemy. Oh, that's cool. So the salvage 3,000 gold is basically how much gold are you starting with, right? Challenge area. Yeah, that's neat. I'm gonna die in it. Kill the enemies and make it to the exit without getting hit. Jeez. I guess the without getting hit requirement, I'm gonna have to do that anyway, right? Ooh, they do not get staggered by that. But it still counts as me dying. That's interesting. Okay. Right on. Good to know. Because only true melee weapons must stagger. I think I want to save that for flying enemies. These guys appear to like somewhat block the first attack, like they don't immediately get staggered. A lot of other enemies. They like automatically get to block part of that, I guess. It has a slightly longer range too. 20 cells, bummer. How did I keep popping out? Okay, that about brings us to time, guys. I don't think I'm going to be able to get much further in 2 minutes, so we will call it there. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Thank you, Leon, for sharing this game. I really want to just play this game all weekend, but I will wait. I think I'd like to wait until this game is completed and out of alpha, and then I will probably add it to the voting spreadsheet myself because I'm pretty stoked about it. It's super awesome. I go to an exit game? Here we go. Hey, Leah. Bye, Leah. Sorry.